Ah yes, the blank page. Somehow it's both inspiring and terrifying. If you've ever opened your sketchbook and thought, what do I even draw? You're not alone. This is one of the biggest blocks I see in people wanting to start a regular sketchbook practice. So today I'm going to share with you some simple ideas to start a sketchbook page, completely eliminating blank page fear. And these are many of the same tools that I'll share within the 30-day sketchbook challenge this year to help you build confidence from day one. So let's dive in. Now, one of the first things you can do when you open your sketchbook is not put pressure on yourself to start drawing instantly. Start with observation. Take 20 to 30 seconds, a minute even, to quietly observe something. Its shadows, its texture, its shape, the angles, the negative space, or any details that really interest you. Now, this gentle pause, this gentle lean into just looking, really takes the pressure off producing something good and shifts you into more of a mindful, curious state. And sometimes what I will do is take a photo of the item or just write notes about what it is that I like. And you've broken the sketchbook page. You've done something without that pressure of producing a perfect drawing. And this pausing, this observing, means that you're not committing to a sketch instantly. You're just noticing. And once you've kind of observed, once you've noticed for a little bit, your hand will naturally want to make a mark and maybe start sketching. But you've instantly just relaxed and you've entered into a state of relaxation and enjoyment and me time without putting pressure on yourself. So try it. Start with observation. Now, for this tip, I'd like to suggest that you fill just a corner or a small section of a sketchbook page. A full empty page, especially if it's a really big one, can be super intimidating. But if you know you just have to do a little doodle on a corner, that's a lot less intimidating. A small square or section, absolutely less so. So maybe you just take a pen and you doodle a leaf in the top corner of your sketchbook page. Perhaps you draw a little object in the bottom left. Perhaps you draw some little lines down one side of the page or test out some of your pens. Once a little corner is filled, sometimes momentum really builds. Another option, but very similar, to prevent that pressure of filling a whole sketchbook page in a single session, is to divide your sketchbook page into sections or boxes. A full sketchbook page can feel huge, especially if it is an actual big sketchbook, so shrink it down, make it little boxes, a frame, a rectangle, even just a few centimeters wide. You're not filling the page, you're just filling the box, and that's really doable. It instantly reduces overwhelm and gives you permission to work very small and very simple. Now, another thing that I recommend is that you draw what's in front of you. Draw the objects around you. In the 30-day sketchbook challenge, I often include as the prompts day-to-day objects like pens and mugs and vases. Those objects and things you will just find around your home without any effort. So when in doubt, draw your surroundings. And I always and very often draw my coffee cups, the pens and pencils I draw with, the plants in my house, often the books that I read. Anything within arm's reach is the perfect subject matter for sketching. It also removes decision fatigue and gives your brain a gentle starting point. You open your sketchbook, see what's in front of you, and just draw that. So for tip number 4, I'm going to suggest that you just repeat a single mark. So just pick one mark and repeat it. So for example, on this sketchbook page here, I had a brush pen and I just did a single line and drew it many, many times over on the sketchbook page. It didn't take me long, it was super fun, and it broke that fear of the blank page with just one of the simplest things that you can do, mark making. So you could use lines like this, you could use dots, spirals, cross-hatching, any kind of simple line or shape that loosens your hand and eases you into a sketching mindset. Patterns and marks are just a really brilliant starting point for that blank page. Now for tip number 5, how about we start with a continuous line? This is one of my ultimate favourite ways to start a sketchbook page. And what you do is you put your pen down on the paper, choose your object, and do one single continuous line for your drawing. There's no lifting the pen. Now this doesn't need to be accurate or tidy, and many of my drawings here are rather scribbly. They're not accurate, they're not in perspective, for example. But what it does is it removes the perfectionist in you, and mine is pretty big. My perfectionist is right there. The line can be wobbly, and in fact, the more wobbly the better, because then you don't hold on to creating a perfect drawing. You can really get into the flow without overthinking. Now, sometimes the best way to beat the fear of the blank page is simply direction. Using a sketching prompt gives you a starting point for your sketching without any pressure. It removes the thinking out of what you're going to sketch because it's been provided for you. And this is why the 30-day sketchbook challenge works so well. You get a daily idea, prompt, or word. You never have to think about what to draw because you are told what to draw every day. There's no excuse. You get your prompt, you open your sketchbook, and you just begin. So if the blank page is stopping you from sketching, then the 30-day sketchbook challenge gives you a gentle daily structure so you can build confidence one sketch at a time. So join the challenge by using the link below. I would love for you to join me. Blank pages don't need to be scary. Starting simple with shapes, with corners, with continuous lines, or even just simple sketching prompts, it really helps you to unlock your creativity. Happy sketching, everybody, and I'll see you soon.